Hey, it's Allie Edwards, and in today's video I am going to take you on a full walkthrough of the second half of my Project Life album for 2018. This is back when I was doing it weekly, and I just finished it up, so I figured I would go ahead and share. Most of the spreads that you're going to see in this Project Life album were created using products from my StoryKit subscription, and the how-tos on all of these have been included. Most of them have been included in StoryKit classroom videos for each of the different themes. So if you want more information, you might want to check out the StoryKit classrooms, StoryKit options, and here we go. Let's take a look at the second half of 2018 in my Project Life album. All right, let's dive in and take a look at what I did in the second half of 2018. Again, this was going weekly, and like I said, most of these spreads were created using products from the StoryKit classrooms over the last couple of years. So like on this one, you can see this is July, so starting in July 2018, but the StoryKit theme we had during that month was listen. So I used a die to have listen on each one of my photos there, and then there's also vellum with journaling on top. So one of the reasons why I like to go back and look through these, those of you that are Kit subscribers have seen these already, but I also like to go back and see different things that I did and what were the things that I liked and the things that I didn't like. I continue to always like some sort of repeated embellishment, whether it's a single thing on the photos, it's something that you know, goes across the middle section here, or if it is you know, the journaling treatment. So I'm just going to kind of flip through here. Some of these are more just random ones that I was like, I want it to be simple, I want to get it done. This one you can see repeated embellishments are the label stickers that I added onto each one. So pretty simple there. Moving on, additional ones from July. I can't always remember, this one I think is season. I can't always remember which exact StoryKit it is, but you can see that there are many times in these weeks where I've just done something super simple right here. Half circle on here. I'm not always adding a ton of embellishments or a ton of extra stuff in there, and I think it's a nice reminder that it doesn't always have to be a lot of additional embellishing. This one I love. So anytime, any opportunity to have some sort of a repeated design element across a spread, like this one I just used the digital word art that says this week, and then added my journaling underneath, and then I added numbers, so numbers from my stash onto those as well, which coordinate, you know, the 2 goes with the 2, the 1 goes with the 1, which is over here and over there as well. It's really fun to look back on these and just kind of see what were the things, you know, what was going on and what was happening at that particular point in time, but also just the design treatment. So super simple. Again, label stickers are always a good option, and then I love those plastic hearts there too. Traveling, we went on a trip to Seattle. There was one of the times Simon got to fly in a small plane. A few different add-ins here, 8.5 by 11, so I was able to add some of the things from our trip. Smaller photo here. I think this is that would be a 6 by 8 photo of Anna, so I love being able to add in the 6 by 8 in different sizes there too. Let's just keep flipping through. Writing directly on the photos is something that I've always liked to do. This is a white Posca paint pen. P-O-S-C-A is that paint pen. But lots of hearts forever and ever, right? Lots of different hearts here. Also adding in longer stories, right? And using different size page protectors to add in longer stories is something that I've been doing for a long time. We've got a couple different ones here. And then lots of hearts, right? Keeping it's pretty simple compared to some of the ways that I've done it in years past too, which is a welcome thing for me. Again, this is 2018, so we've got Dave on Labor Day weekend, one of the Becky Higgins envelopes, which is great for holding stuff from the concert event there. Moving into September 2018, you know, the opportunity to take some things from online quotes that I find there, I like to be able to print those out too. Back to school was happening. Moving into additional September stories. Just having so fun to go back and look and see lots of hearts. You can see I've always got lots of hearts. Taking things from the kits too, you know, from the journaling cards, and then using those as the jumping off point for the stories. I always like that. This was the play story kit here. Hearts, chipboard hearts with word phrase stickers on top. That's always an easy way. And here's another time where I took the stamps from the kit and created repeated journaling cards using the stamps, and then a couple different star embellishments with my printed journaling down below. Always like how that turns out. Additional stories. This is from when Anna was in a play. Lots of different little details from that. Again, repeated journaling cards, right? Taking the stamps. That's just such an easy way if you're a Story Stamp subscriber too, to be able to do those, or if you've purchased any of my stamps in the past as well. This was a fun one. This is the Friendship Story Kit. I played around with adding some ink and different paint colors onto there. Planting my bulbs. That's something that I need to do now. We're kind of in that same season of the year. This one I think was Progress. I used small tags to designate each one of those photos, getting the repeated element in there, so stamping with the repeated element. The stamping is so great for that. This is Halloween from a couple years ago then, and I'm pretty sure, I think I shared this one outside. Yeah, this one I shared on my blog, I'm pretty sure, so if you go back you'd be able to see more information about this. That's fun with the pattern paper behind it. And then some big photos from when we had big Halloween celebrations with lots of kids here, taking our pictures. It's going into my birthday time. Moving into November, using a few more of the 4x6 journal cards. Most of the time I stick with 4x6 photos there. Moving in here, this was a vacation, Erin and I taking off, going down to Southern California. Being able to add those things inside there. That was from the Rest, I think Rest story kit, or it's hard to remember what they all are. Kindness here, letter from Anna that she wrote to us. Love any opportunity to include that kind of thing in there as well. This is from November into December. I used the transition story kit, but this is also when I had done a day in the life. So I have an insert here that has a day in the life, a time when I did the Thankful For, which is something that we just recently did again. Remember, this is content from back in 2018. So this would have been done in 2018, but this was done more recently. So using the transition story kit, stamping for the repeated elements. This one I did recently too. This was from when we went to New York. This would have been covered in my December daily, so I had more information about the trip itself, but I wanted to add it into this album here. So had fun with the metal rim circle tags there. Then the morning one, this is morning is the current story kit, and then I did a few other December that were more December focused. These ones I shared just recently on the blog and on YouTube to go back and using past December daily products to be able to fill in the holes here from December, and I really love how that one turned out. So 2018 was the last time that I did a week at a time in Project Life, and I'm super happy to have this wrapped up. I'm pretty sure that in a couple other years I had some that I still needed to work on. I'm gonna go back in and look and see. But when I was doing weekly Project Life, I loved it. It was great. I'm happy to not be doing it again now. I'm liking the month at a glance. It's just a completely different approach. And at some point in time, I might want to come back and do weekly again, or do weekly for a month at a time or something like that, rather than committing to the whole year. But I love having this done, wrapped up. Can put it on my shelf and feel really satisfied for getting these stories told from 2018. If you guys have any questions on the process for putting these together, go ahead and let me know in the comments below.